Alrighty, good morning everybody. The time is 10:06 a.m. We are going to call the very first ever Commission on Family Affordability and Childcare Access to order. City Clerk, would you please take the roll?
Yes, thank you. Councilmember Maxwell.
Present.
Councilmember Perea.
Present.
Council President Esparza.
Present.
3 members being present, we have a quorum.
Okay, next up is the Pledge of Allegiance. Councilmember Perea, would you please lead us in the pledge? Okay, being our first meeting, this will be a relatively short agenda that we have here today, but Secretary, are there any changes that we have to today's agenda?
There are no changes.
Okay. Any other proposed changes to the agenda? I'll take it to my colleagues, numerical order. Councilmember Perea, Council President Esparza. Okay, is there a motion to approve the agenda?
Motion to approve.
Motion by Esparza, second by Perea. Any opposition? Seeing none, the agenda for this meeting is approved. We'll now move on to member reports and comments. Again, I'll go in numerical order, starting with Councilmember Perea.
Good morning, everyone. Just a few remarks as we kick things off with this brand new commission. First of all, I want to just thank my council colleagues for taking the initiative and helping, working together to help get this commission kicked off. But childcare is an issue that is not often talked about here in our city, especially those firsthand experiences of what it means to be able to wake up in the morning and have the ability to go to work versus needing to stay home because you do not have quality or affordable childcare just to kind of help you go about your daily lives. And in many cases, it ends up being the woman of the household who ends up staying home to care for children. And so this is an opportunity for us to have a really long overdue discussion about what are the impacts to families here in the city of Fresno when it comes to lack of available childcare. This is an opportunity to talk about how we can join efforts with our nonprofit partners, our county partners, and really get a better feel for where are the missing gaps when it comes to how we can better collaborate and fill a much needed service in our city, which is childcare access and affordability. So my time on this commission will be short. It'll be a few months. And if all things go right, then I look forward to supporting the commission in my new capacity at the state level. So thank you for having me serve in this capacity and looking forward to future discussions. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilmember. Council President Esparza.
Yeah, Council Vice President, again, I want to thank you for your efforts on this. As we begin this commission starts on its long, hopefully long journey. I'll remind everyone, it's not the city of Fresno's first foray into child care policy. We had in years past had some allocations during kind of the COVID era where we, as a city, were in support of trying to increase child care slots and capacity and help out families within the city. And so I just very pleased to see that we're formalizing these efforts and very intentionally taking a step forward as a city in supporting our families on a more structural and a sustainable level with this commission, and hopefully with some of these folks that we're going to appoint here today. So just wanted to say thank you, and I'm glad to be part of this portion of the city's history.
Thank you, Council President. And thank you again to my colleagues for being willing to step up to the plate and be part of the solution for coming up with child care solutions here in the city of Fresno. One of the reasons I decided to call this commission together, something that we've never had before in the city of Fresno, is because it is one of the biggest issues, one of the biggest economic and financial hurdles facing our Fresno families, regardless of what part of the city that you live in. We know that there's families out there paying between $1,500 to $2,000 a month for childcare for just one child. And that is a mortgage for some people. That is rent for a lot of people. That is utility bills that could be paid. And that's just for one child. That doesn't take into account if you have multiple children. That doesn't take into account if you have a young child or a child that has special needs that requires additional care. And so the reason that I am calling this commission together is because it is time for the city of Fresno to get aggressive about solving the child care crisis here in the city of Fresno. It is an entire ecosystem. We have children that can't afford to enroll in childcare across the city of Fresno. And even if every single family and every single child could afford childcare in the city of Fresno, there are not enough slots by even a close margin to accommodating every single child that requires care here in the city of Fresno. And we know that despite the high cost of childcare in the city of Fresno, it doesn't often equate to higher wages for our child care workers. And so we have an ecosystem crisis here of workers, business owners that we have a lack of, and scholarship and slot opportunities for our children. And so the intention behind this commission is to come up with policy solutions to alleviate the child care burden for our children, to help create policies that make it easier to start new child care businesses, to better compensate child care workers across our city, and also to come up with a long-term solution for how we can afford subsidized child care here in the city of Fresno. And so that'll conclude my remarks, and at this time, we'll move on to any unscheduled communication. I don't see anybody in the chambers, but if anybody in the chambers would like to speak, if you could please fill out a yellow card and bring that up. And in the meantime, we could take it to Zoom if we have anybody that would like to speak. City Clerk?
Yes, we have Aldo. Aldo, you have 3 minutes.
Hello, this is Commissioner Alvarado with Fresno EOC Fresno. I think this is an amazing opportunity for our families here at Fresno, and even just for the organization that I participate in. I'm looking forward to see how our organization can come in and support this committee moving forward with childcare. One of the biggest things that we address in our organization is how we can support the parents so they can continue furthering their education or getting into the workforce. So I would be very interested to see how we can partner and create solutions and long-term positive solutions for our families here in Fresno. Thank you for your time.
That is all the speakers we have on Zoom.
Okay, thank you, City Clerk, and thank you, Aldo, for those comments. We're going to move on to item 8A. This is the hearing to adopt the calendar year 2026 Commission on Family Affordability and Childcare calendar for the remainder of CY 2026. Is there anybody in the chambers that would like to give comments on this item? Seeing nobody, we'll take it to Zoom.
There are no speakers online.
Okay, so just for the public's edification, we do have a proposed calendar here that is for the remainder of the 2026 calendar year. The proposed meeting dates are September, Wednesday the 2nd, October 7th, which is also Wednesday, November 4th, which is a Wednesday, and December 2nd, which is also a Wednesday, and these meetings will be held at 10 a.m. Also important to note that since this is our first meeting, we'll be making appointments, but the following meetings will include the full commission at the same location here in the council chambers. So since we've already taken this out to the public, do any of the commissioners have questions or comments on the proposed calendar? Okay, I have a motion to approve by Perea. I have a second by Esparza. Any opposition? Okay, seeing no opposition, the item passes 3-0. Hearing to adopt the calendar year 2026 calendar. We'll now go on to 8B. This is a hearing to discuss and approve appointments of the community commissioners for the Commission of Family Affordability and Childcare Access. We had 8 openings, we have 8 applications, so my proposal would be to just do an up or down vote on all 8 proposed commissioners who have applied. Before I take it up here, I'll go out again to the chambers. Anybody in the chambers wish to give comment on item 8B? Seeing none, we'll take it to Zoom.
There are no speakers online.
Okay. Again, for the public's knowledge, we have 8 applicants, and I'll read off their names and the organizations that they are from before I entertain any sort of motions. We have Aldo Andres Alvarado Robellero. This is the EOC Commissioner for Head Start 0 to 5 Policy Council. It's a resident of District 4. Elizabeth Gonzalez from the Children's Movement, a resident of District 4. We have Ophelia Gonzalez, Central Valley Children's Services Network from District 5. Andrea Cervantes Woods, Early Care and Education Department with Fresno County Superintendent of Schools, represented from District 5. Cindy J. Hernandez, Youth Leadership Institute, calls District 3 home. La Vera L. Smith, Supportive Services, Inc., Alternative Payment Program, California Department of Social Services, Fresno County, from District 1. We have Fabiola Gonzalez, First 5 Fresno County, from District 7. And Deborah D. Young, SEIU 521 Child Care Workers from District 6. I'll bring it back up here to the dais. We have any comments or questions, commissioners? Saying none, I'll entertain a motion to approve all 8 applicants.
I'll make a motion.
I have a motion to approve all 8 applicants by Councilmember Esparza and a second by Councilmember Perea. Any opposition? Seeing none, congratulations to the first 8 commissioners for the Family Affordability and Childcare Commission. Congratulations. Motion passes 3-0. Okay, and City Clerk, correct me if I'm wrong, but we don't need to go out to the public anymore. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Okay. Any other comments or questions from my colleagues up here before we adjourn today's meeting?
No, great work.
Okay, short and sweet. Thank you, everybody, for your help. We'll go ahead and adjourn today's meeting at 10:18 a.m. Thank you very much, everybody.